What's up, everybody? This is Shadow Space 313 here with a message to my subscribers video. In this video, kind of like what Mark Curley's doing, I'm going to be answering some questions while letting you look at some of the drawings I've done recently. I had a lot of questions. Most of them were mostly the same, but the first person who asked me most of these questions were Gaska Q. I think that's how you say it. The first question is, how many books will be in Chaos Theory? To tell the truth, there isn't a set number of books yet because, it's a lot of reasons. But one reason is because I originally started with it being 4 books, but there may be more. It was originally gonna be 4 books. The first book, where Kiku finds out everything. Second book, pretty much the whole story breaking down. The third book, that's when everything gets out of whack, and fourth book, that's when it will be all ending. However, as of right now, I'm getting more and more and more ideas would make me more and more and more books to hold them all. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. The next question from the same person is, who is my favorite character in the book? Um, Normally I probably would say that Eric's my favorite character, but really it isn't. The favorite character for me is probably Max. Max just seems to be like that one random evil person that just wants to just destroy the earth for because he has issues, and I always love the evil. I always love the evil guys with issues. It's just hilarious to me, and it adds excitement to the story. So I would say that Max would be my favorite character. Next question is, who do I relate to the most? Well, that should be obvious. I relate to Eric the most since he is based off myself. We kind of much have it all the same, except that I'm not an alien and I don't have the power of aura and stuff like that. Another thing is, Eric is pretty much like the fastest thing, and he's very smart and all that. Well, I'm very intelligent, but I'm not fast, I guess. I don't know any kind of secret martial arts or great fighting styles, but as far as personality goes, me and him are probably the same because it's based off of myself. So yeah. Next question is there any characters based off real people? I have to say that just about every single person is based off a real person except for Max, Kami, and Kitku. Because everyone else is based off like really my friends. Well, I would say Kiku. Kiku is based off a friend that I know. But Max, I don't know anybody like Max. I probably wouldn't want to have a friend that or know anyone that wants to destroy the Earth or something like that. But personality wise, everybody's personality is based off of someone. Like I know someone who can be like have an evil personality, but they don't want to destroy the earth. But it's I get the ideas from watching how they react to certain situations. So pretty much everyone is kind of based off of real people in terms of personality, but not everyone is like actually from someone. Next question is, what made me want to write the story? Chaos Theory was a random story to say the least. Mostly, I got inspired by a couple of mangas to, as far as the story goes. Like a kid who finds out that he's not, a human and he's from a different planet. I got that idea from Dragon Ball Z, but however, I didn't want it to be an exact copy, so I didn't make him a Saiyan. There's no such things as Saiyans and Super Saiyans and all that in my story. Yeah, he's from a different planet, but he wasn't sent to the Earth to destroy it. It was kind of an accident, but kind of wasn't that he's on Earth now. But I'll get into more of that in future videos. Yeah, that's and when I was in school, me and my friends we used to write little childish comics a lot, you know, just random ones. And it's funny because my little childish comics kind of were all under the idea of chaos theory. Like everyone had the same characters. Well, it was in the same characters except Kid Ku and Kami wasn't in the story, but however, Eric, Max, and other people, uh, they turned out to be the story. And what I did was I just took those people and like actually like made them into like real things, you know. So, and I added some characters and all my friends that we were all in a group trying to go get Max, but we never got to him in my comics because, to keep the story going on and on and on. And, we weren't making comics for like years, it was probably for like a week or two, But that's when I got the idea to like make all my friends and the Night Sky Warriors and stuff like that, So it all worked out. All right, so there we go. The next question would be, what manga inspired me to draw the way I do? Actually, there are a lot. Because at first, in fact, in my next video, I'm gonna show you all how the characters of Chaos Theory developed to how I used to draw to how I draw now. The main thing that inspired me to draw the way I do now is, believe it or not, Dragon Ball Z and the Fairly Odd Parents. Dragon Ball Z because I watched that show a lot because you know how they use Kamehamehas and Gallic guns and Final Flashes and all that. Based off like power beams and whatnot. And in Chaos you can have aura beams and whatnot. So I had to like study on how their movements were when they actually released the beams. But it's not an exact copy. I put my own little twist on how they do everything. And also the Fairly Odd Parents because like I said, how the characters have been developed. Like when I first started making it, uh I couldn't draw that well. I could draw pretty okay, but it wasn't like at Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and Hikaru no Go. It wasn't like that professional. It wasn't like that realistic. So I thought, even if I even tried to make it, it wouldn't go anywhere because just look at it. It doesn't look realistic enough. But then, Fairly Odd Parents is one of my favorite shows, and they're, looking at their characters, like it's not bad, but at the same time, it's not completely realistic, and yet they still made a hit show. So why wouldn't I be able to do the same thing with a manga? So that's what inspired me to draw the way I do. Here's a weird and funny question. Is by a friend of mine. He doesn't have a YouTube account, but he's gonna be he watches my videos. His name's Ryan. He wanted to know because he asked me about Chaos Theory, and I told him the whole story and the plot line, and then he was like, and then he asked me where was he in the story, and a good thing, good news. Yeah, Ryan, you're actually in the story. You're just not in there yet, because I'm still working in the beginning. Like you don't come until later, like much later, until like you come pretty much after the climax, and I'm not even near the climax yet, so it's gonna be a little while before you actually get in the story, but you're in the story. Don't worry about it. My next question will be, how long will it take for me to draw it out? Hmm. I really don't know because, like I said, I don't know how many books will be in it. For the first book, it shouldn't take me that long. I'm starting to work on it. I actually started a while back, but then I wasn't really satisfied with what I was doing because I was getting lazy with it, so I decided to start it over. And I'm working on them. As soon as I'm done doing this, I'm gonna continue to work on pages. So it shouldn't take that long, but at the same time, it's not gonna be done in about a week. So you know. I think I have a couple more questions. Hang on. I found one more. The last question will be, will there be any stories after Chaos Theory? Like, will there be a more story after Chaos Theory? At first I was gonna have Chaos Theory end, like completely end, but now so many ideas are roaming in my head to what could happen after the supposed ending. So the ending is still gonna happen, but I'm planning on having more after the ending. So I'm gonna be working with that. So we'll see how it goes. Yes, there will be more after Chaos Theory. There are gonna be more ideas for Chaos Theory, and there are also gonna be stories besides Chaos Theory. So yeah. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for today. I'm going too much on the time limit, so I'm going to end it off here. I'm going to ask that you all keep asking questions. I'm going to answer them in future vids, and also keep subscribing and keep watching. And thank you for supporting me. I'll see y'all later.